Hello, Virgo. This is Carrie from Celestial Forecasts. How are you guys? This is your love and life reading focused on the second half of December. So from the 16th all the way through the 31st. It is my last love and life reading for the year. So I cannot believe how fast this year has flown. This is a general reading, as always, guys. It's not going to resonate with every single person tuning in. So please take from this reading what makes sense for you and release the rest. If you are interested in a personal private reading from me, all of that information, as always, is down below in the description box, as well as a list of all of the card decks that are featured during my readings, guys, okay? So Virgo, as you may or may not know, I always start off my readings with focus messages. Typically, I start off with a couple of card decks, but for the last Love and Life reading of the year, I wanted to choose 3, and I'm being guided to choose these 3 for you. So we're starting off with this deck by Fire Witch Tarot, and it's called, as you can see, WTF is the problem, and it gets right to the point, and it can contain profanity, so if that offends you, sorry, but that's a part of the messages that are coming through from that deck, and it really outlines what is going on by way of problems and issues in your life and in your love life especially. Then we'll go ahead and grab some focus messages from When Spirit Speaks. That's by Medium on a Mission. That's Heather Fallona's deck. And then Messages of Love Oracle cards by All Things Intuitive. Let me set these 2 card decks aside, and then let's go ahead and start off. And let's take a look and see. WTF, Virgo, is the problem here. So let's take a look and see what comes through. What am I guided to pull for you for this second half of December reading, Virgo? So angels and spirit guides, please, for Virgo, or for my cross watchers, anybody who's been guided to tune in and watch. Whatever part of this reading resonates with you, I am guided to this one right here. But that one wants to come along too, so maybe I'm going to grab both of them. Okay, invading privacy. So either you feel, Virgo, that somebody is invading your privacy, or they are feeling that this is something that you're doing. Whoever it is that you're thinking about for this reading. I was guided to pull this one too, since this wanted to come along with it. You fell for their lies again. So somebody is sweet talking you, or they're just being deceptive, being dishonest, and it's coming through. You fell for their lies again. Okay, that could be reversed as well if you're the one that's been dishonest and lying to someone else. Okay, so however way that is resonating. Let's grab an additional focus message from When Spirit Speaks. What is it that Spirit needs to tell you at this time by way of this focus message? Let's take a look at that. Angels and spirit guides for Virgo, please bring forward an additional focus message for Virgo. Let's grab this one. Wanderlust. Some of you guys might be planning a trip, thinking about going overseas, maybe going on vacation if you haven't had one in a very long time, or planning a trip to see this person that you've been in separation from. Maybe that's coming through for some of you, however way that is being represented. All right, let's grab a couple messages of love from this deck, and then we will see how this all ties in with the reading, if at all. Sometimes it actually doesn't tie into the rest of the reading. It's just focus messages that the angels feel you would benefit from at this time. All right, guys. So Virgo, let's grab a couple messages here. I'm guided to this one. Look at this. Fate. This is a destined partnership. So for some of you guys, whether you are in separation from this person or not, for some of you, and I say some of you because I'm not feeling this for everybody, this is a destined partnership. Whether you identify with a twin flame connection, a soulmate bond, or you just don't know what type of connection you guys are in, this is coming through and being acknowledged that this is destiny. This is a part of your fate for you to have met this person, for you to come together. If you are in separation, I feel life will find a way to bring you guys back together. That's what I'm grabbing from that. Let's grab one more. This is coming through for some of you. Release. Radical acceptance and surrender can help you let go. So some of you guys who are resonating with that card, maybe you already know that it's time for you to release something from your life, to let something go, or to let someone go. It could be tied in with a person or something in your life that you know is no longer serving a purpose, and it's time to release it. So however way you are interpreting that message. All right, guys, let's continue. This is the Mystic Moon Oracles. Let's continue, Virgo, and let's see what else needs to come through here. Angels and spirit guides for Virgo. Please bring forward whatever messages need to come through for this reading for the second half of December. Please bring it forward for Virgo at this time. Angels and spirit guides, please. All right, Virgo, let's go. Look at this. The answer is no. Some of you guys who have been asking a question in your mind space or even in your heart, that might be in connection with somebody that you're thinking about for this reading, or something that you're contemplating in your life. Right now, the answer is no. That doesn't mean it's going to be no forever. And this also doesn't have to be a negative no. You know, some of you guys, I'm feeling you might be wondering, are we done? Is this relationship over? And it's coming through to let you know that it's not over, that it's a destined partnership. So take it for how this answer is resonating for whatever question is weighing heavily for you. The next card is offer. An offer coming in for my Virgos. Part of this offer could be to reunite with somebody, to come back together with someone, or to simply start opening up lines of communication once again. Something as simple as, let's go out for a drink and let's take a look and see where this could ultimately go between the two of us. Part of this offer for some of you guys could be a little bit more serious, by way of possibly a proposal of marriage. It is the holiday season. This offer could be representative of so many things, but I do feel, for the most part, very positive vibrations coming forward from whatever offer you receive, Virgo. We do have a person that's coming through here that's tied in with you, Virgo, that is unawakened. I do typically tap into divine masculine energy from this. So perhaps it is my divine masculines in this equation who just are not fully open to what this relationship might be offering, possibly. Or they're just not seeing it for what it is. Completely unawakened to the fact that this is ultimately a destined partnership for both of you. It might take time for them to wake up, but as of right now, they are possibly completely oblivious to how special a connection you guys actually share, especially if you guys have been in separation for a while. Part of this invading privacy, I have a feeling someone's watching the other person from a distance. It's very similar to one of my other cards here. I believe it's the Observer card, where I feel somebody's just watching someone from a distance, keeping tabs on somebody. Let me see if I could find it really quick. You know, that type of, here it is, very similar to this card, keeping tabs on somebody. And if you know that they're doing that, Virgo, maybe you feel that they are invading your privacy, and or if you're the one that's doing this, possibly checking them out on social media, and if they know about it, they might feel as though, you know, they're being crowded in for a bit, just in their privacy is being invaded from your end. So it really depends on how this person is seeing that. You know, the The next card is barrier. So something is standing in the way of two people coming together. Even though it's coming through as a fated connection, it is a destined partnership for some of you, there is a barrier that is standing in the way for now. And it could be this barrier that is contributing to this person not seeing how wonderful it is between the two of you. Closed off to, as corny as this sounds, closed off to the magic of what this relationship could offer. Because it's actually a very good connection that I'm feeling here between you and this person. And it might be one of those situations where you guys had to let each other go. And for some of my Virgos, you might have let this person go because you had to, or because you felt the need to, or it was just time to release them from your life. And it's one of those situations where you had to walk away from something. And if it comes back to you, if they come back to you, it's meant to be. It's fate. It's destined. It's going to take time. Divine timing is at play here. Somebody is wearing a false mask here, or wearing a mask, pretending to be something that they're not, or pretending to be happy, but deep down inside, they're actually not happy. You guys who are in separation might just be acting as though life is good, life is going along quite well, but in your heart of hearts, deep down, you're heartbroken that you can't be with this person that you are in separation from. That's what I'm picking up for some of you. For some of my Virgos, you are working very hard on yourself. That's a part of that reinvention. It could be something as simple as losing weight, getting a haircut, working out, trying to figure out a different plan for your life. I even feel for some of my Virgos, you might have a switch in career, going after a goal, a dream, something that you have in mind that you may have put off for a very long time. However way this reinvention is resonating with you, I feel for my Virgos, 2020 might actually be a very good year for you. Got the self-worth card coming through here as well. There may have been a time when your self-esteem, your self-worth was compromised as a result of challenges that you endured in your connection with whoever it is that you're thinking about for this reading. But I feel part of this reinvention is that it's actually improving your self-worth, and you now see the value that you have within yourself. Our next card is Crossroads. It could be my divine masculine who is at a crossroads, unable to decide what's the next step in my life. Because right now, they're looking towards the past and where they've been rather than looking towards the future, seeing the road ahead, trying to plan ahead. Next card is Devotion. If you look at that photo, there's that flame from that candle, and I feel some of my Virgos, you actually might identify with a twin flame bond with this person that you are destined to be with. It doesn't matter that you guys are not together right now. Destiny will find a way to bring you guys back together. That is what I'm feeling here. The love is still there despite the barrier. That's here, despite the distance. It's going to take time. Divine timing is at play here. So for now, let it go. Let it go, because it's one of those boomerang type effects. It's going to come back to you. Purge is the next message. Purging is very similar to releasing and letting it go. And that is tied in with that release focus card that came through. Radical acceptance and surrender can help you let go. Absolutely. And for those of you who aren't ready to let go, that's perhaps why this divine timing is being represented here, because it's going to take time. It is going to take time. I really feel, based off of this next card, Dark Night of the Soul, that my divine masculines might very well be in a very dark space at this time in their life. It's falling right below the Mass card, so my divine masculine could be pretending to friends and family that life is good, they're good to go, they've got their act together, but nothing could be further from the truth. Look at this next card here, guys. This person is your soulmate. This next card is mirroring energy, which to me taps into twin flame vibrations. So some of you are coming through as soulmates, some of you are coming forward as twin flames. Next card is received. To me, this comes through by way of communication, either in the form of a text, an email, a letter, a gift, a card, a gesture. It could even be vibrations and energies that you guys are exchanging from a distance. You're both receiving it, and you might actually both be on the same page because we've got that mirroring energy coming through here. And part of the energy of this mask is deception, okay? Somebody being deceptive. It could, again, be my divine masculine. That could ultimately have been why some of my divine feminines may have walked away from the connection. It could have been my divine masculine here who was coming forward with dishonesty and lies. And coming through, Virgo, that you may have been gullible at one point or another to where you believed what it was that they were telling you, and they weren't coming forward with the full truth. And I feel once that truth was discovered, some of you guys may have decided it wasn't for you and you released them. But there were really good aspects to that connection, and I feel if you guys can overcome those challenges and barriers, that is what's contributing to this barrier energy here. There's a chance you can come back together, because really it's coming forward as a destined partnership. Next card is Divine Feminine. So the Divine Feminine has been heavily impacted by this connection. This could be you, Virgo. And I feel, again, it could have been my Divine Feminines who walked away here. And the Divine Masculine is definitely feeling the ramifications of your absence, leaving behind that empty void in their heart space, and that brought them into this dark space. But look at this, we come full circle. It started as a no, and now we've got the yes answer. So things are shifting and changing here, Virgo. You know, some of you guys at one point may have decided, it's like, no, I can't take this anymore. No, we can't work this out. And give it some time, and you guys might actually be able to work it out and come back together. Fate and destiny are at play here, guys, okay? There's something so much larger than you that's going on here. So I feel the universe is working on your behalf to put you guys back into each other's lives. So let go of any expectations of reconciliation. Let go of any negative baggage that you might still be holding on to, and just allow life to happen. Allow things to unfold naturally. Allow the universe to step in on your behalf and move those mountains, remove those barriers for you. All right, guys, so let's add to this with some tarot. Twin Flame Journey Tarot by Mystic Moon. So angels and spirit guides for Virgo, please. For the second half of December, what else do we need to know? What I'm feeling here, Virgo, for those who are resonating with this, the love is still here, despite the distance and separation. I feel it's my divine masculines who will ultimately make an offer to the divine feminine to come back together, to start talking again, to have a new beginning, because the love is still there. But there are aspects of this connection that need to be released and purged out. That includes negativity, overwhelming situations that you guys dealt with. That needs to be addressed. And for some of you, I am feeling that there was infidelity, karmic partnerships, third-party situations. Some of you guys had dealt with that. That's what's contributing to that mask energy, dishonesty and lies that are tapping into that focus card right there. You fell for their lies again. Could have been a third party who was lying and created drama and problems in this connection. Okay, that's for some of you guys. All right, so let's add tarot to this. Angels and spirit guides for Virgo. What else do we need to know, please, at this time for Virgo? Okay, one card falling in the reverse. What do we have? Ooh, the Ten of Swords. Look at that. It says painful ending. Swords is air energy, Libra, Aquarius, or Gemini, but this is clearly coming up reversed, Virgo. So the Ten of Swords in the reverse is acknowledging that things can't get any worse. It can only go up from here. You can only go upwards. And also, it's tapping into the fact that there was an inevitable end between the two of you. Yes, things came to an end because I feel somebody walked away, and I feel that somebody could be my divine feminine, but this is a destined partnership. So you guys are meant to find your way back to each other. That is what I'm picking up here. Look at this next card. We've got the Ace of Wands. I mean, there is still that spark that is being acknowledged between the two of you. There's still very fiery energy between the two of you, whether that is in the way of a soulmate bond or this twin flame that's being represented. There's still love here. You guys are mirroring each other. For those of you who identify with that twin flame bond, that Ace of Wands is very fiery in nature. So for some of you, this is a fire sign, Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius, or they might have those signs in their chart. The Ace of Wands is somebody that represents an individual who inspires you. They could also be very creative in nature. And look at this. You've got the Ace of Cups right after that. You've got two aces, Virgo, right next to each other, and they're both amazing. The Ace of Cups is love initiation, guys. This is somebody that has the capability of fulfilling your heart, can fulfill your joy and happiness in your life. They can fill your cup of love. This is the ultimate expression of intimacy and love and compassion between two people. Wow, it's beautiful. This could also be new feelings that have surfaced between the two of you. It's very spiritual, a spiritual connection. Intuitively, you might already know, Virgo, that the two of you are destined, that you belong together. And despite the fact that you guys are in separation, it almost doesn't matter because you believe in your heart that life will find a way. Life will find a way to bring you guys back together. The next card is Eight of Wands. So we've got more fiery energy. This is an energy surge and communication. This is letting us know that you will hear from this person. You'll hear back from this individual that is out of your life for now. They might not be with you in the 3D, but you guys, I feel, are still connecting and communicating in the 5D. Look at this next card, guys. We've got the Devil energy coming through here. That particular card says obsession. So your person, Virgo, could still very much be obsessed with you. Or you might be obsessed with them, or it could be both of you that have been unable to let go of this connection, even if it is just energetically. The Devil card can represent Capricorn. So for some of you, it could be a Capricorn that you're focused on for this reading. But there's an element of stagnation whenever the Devil card is represented. It could be tied into somebody who's dealing with addictions at this time, whether it's a drinking problem, drug abuse, a gambling problem, somebody who could also be a workaholic, sex addict, however way that's being represented, they are exhibiting some form of codependent behavior in their life. In regard to a love connection, the Devil represents the definition of somebody who is still carrying a flame for the one that they loved and lost, but truly wanting to reconnect and have that person come back. And I feel that's where you are in your heart space, as well as this other person. I feel you guys still think about each other, and I feel that the love is still there. You both miss each other still and want to find a way to come back towards each other. But with this barrier being represented here, perhaps you guys are having trouble trying to figure out a plan on exactly how to do that. And my Divine Masculine especially is trying to come up with this way of reaching out, but just hasn't been able to figure it out just yet. And it's so interesting how we've got the Ace of Pentacles, and if you look at that photo, there's that light bulb, and it looks like there's a plant inside of it. This represents manifestation and prosperity as well for you, Virgo. Manifestation of a relationship, certainly. And in regard to your money matters, your finances, your career opportunities, that represents prosperity. So I feel whatever it is that you're doing right now for your finances, whatever it is that represents your career, that feeds your passions, I feel you guys are doing very well at this time. Whatever it is that you are choosing to invest in, it's, I feel, going quite well for my Virgos. Look at this next card. We've got the Six of Swords, more air energy. Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. This particular card reads Tranquility Ahead. Things weren't always so smooth between the two of you, Virgo, whoever it is that you're focused on for this reading. Some of you have actually experienced a tower moment in your relationship, even though I don't see the Tower card here. It, I feel, could have possibly been very painful when you guys went into separation, because you guys are two people that belong together, but for whatever reason you had to go into separation. Some of you guys dealt with third-party situations and karmic partnerships, and that contributed to the demise of this connection in the 3D for now. But I don't feel it's going to be in separation forever. I feel ultimately you guys are destined to come back together. So the road ahead is a lot smoother, a lot more tranquil, and more serene. So that's a great thing. I do love that for you. There's some sort of transition going on here in your life, Virgo. Look at this next card. You've got the Two of Cups. You see that? The two of you, divine partnership, destined partnership. You guys are coming back together. You are coming back together. We've got the Eight of Pentacles right after that. Pentacles, Earth energy, Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus. It says work in progress. It is a work in progress because it's going to take time for the two of you to come back together. But just know, Virgo, that I feel eventually it's going to happen. You just got to have patience to see this through. Our next card is the Seven of Swords. So we've got quite a bit of air representation here. Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. This is the deception that I was talking about. This is my cheater card right there. The Seven of Swords is a betrayal and deception. And I feel that's what this mask energy could be referring to, as well as somebody who's in this dark night of the soul energy. Lies and dishonesty that's being represented there. So I feel again here, Virgo, that it could have been my divine masculine who created this deception. Again, tied into, for some of you, a third party. And I feel though, Virgo, even though it's being represented here, that's in the past. It's been released. Or it's about to be. It's phasing itself out. That's what I'm feeling here. The next card is the Three of Wands. So we've got more fire coming through here. Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. Awaiting results is what that card says. So there's a waiting period that is indicated here. And it makes sense because we've got divine timing. So a waiting period is needed here to see things come to fruition for you in your life and in your love life. And we come full circle with your own energy. That is the Hermit. That is your own energy, Virgo. So if you feel that you have to go within right now at this time, that's representing your very own vibrations there. If you need time to just be by yourself, to figure things out for yourself, especially if you happen to be divine feminine, that's okay. Take all the time that you need. Stop and still your mind and search for answers to whatever issues you're dealing with at this time. You got to follow your heart, Virgo. Tap into your intuition. What is it telling you? What direction are you meant to go in your life? Now, in regard to love and romance, this does represent reconciliations. Bridging estrangements with somebody that you are in separation from. And I feel, Virgo, that for those of you resonating with this, you think about this person all the time, to where you cannot help yourself. You might be checking them out on social media, keeping tabs on them, wondering, how's life? What are they doing? What are they up to? And I really feel, though, for some of you guys, this person is doing the same. They're checking you out as well from a distance. You're both watching each other. You're both invading each other's privacy, is what I'm feeling here. You're mirroring each other. You both want the same thing. But right now, there is no communication in the 3D. Energetically, I do feel you guys are communicating in the 5D. But it's a fated destiny, I'm telling you. You're going to hear back from this person. All right, so angels and spirit guides for Virgo. Let's grab some messages from the romance angels here, and let's take a look and see what else needs to come through here for Virgo. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Virgo. What else do we need to know at this time? Please bring it forward for Virgo. What other messages need to come through for you for the second half of December? Let's take a look. Let's take a look, Virgo. I knew it. You're calling in your soulmate. Some of you guys who identify with that soulmate bond, you're calling this person in energetically, and they're feeling it. They are receiving the vibrations and energies that you are putting out there. They know you're calling them in. This could be a mutual thing as well, where you feel they're calling you in. Some of you guys have an ex that need to be released. If there were third-party situations here, that person needs to be released as well. The time has come to clear your energy, Virgo. It's time to release this person that you know that connection has run its course. It's a done deal. We've got separation being acknowledged here. Clearly, the person that you want back in your life, you guys are not together right now, and it's acknowledging that. For those who are single at this time and not resonating with, excuse me, not resonating with this reading, I do feel you have love that's coming in for you. We do have that new love card that is being represented there. A new person has stirred your romantic feelings, Virgo. So that's coming through for some of my singles who are unattached right now and are just looking for love. The potential for new love to come in for you, it's here. And for those who have yet to meet a soulmate and or a twin flame, that as well could be tied into your destiny. It's a fated meeting. You might just run into this person unexpectedly when you're out and about, Virgo. You could be doing some Christmas shopping and run into this person and just strike up a conversation, and they end up coming in as your new love. So that's for some of you guys. And for those of you who are in separation from your soulmate and or twin flame, this new love could be representative of a new beginning in love with your person. A second chapter, a second chance, a reconciliation. Express your love. Don't hold back. Go ahead and make the romantic gesture. And or for my divine feminines who are wanting your divine masculine to finally tell you how they're feeling, I feel eventually they will. Give it some time and you just might receive that message of love and offer from your person. In the meantime, Virgo, stay optimistic about your love life, positive thinking, and faith will bring you romance. You will find happiness. And I feel 2020 actually could be a very magical time for you. There's a lot of good things that want to come in for my Virgos. You know, manifestation. There's so much that you can manifest in your life, Virgo, and in your love life as well. It's beautiful. The road ahead looks good. All right, so let's add to this. Thinking about your person, Virgo, once again, whoever it is that you're focused on for this reading. This is the Unspoken Messages deck by Fire Witch Tarot. This is the Volume 2 deck. So focus on your person. Let's take a look and see what it is that they want to say to you at this time. And this could be tied into what it is that you want to tell them as well. So take it for how it resonates. Let's go ahead and grab a few messages from this deck. And let's see what comes through for the collective for this reading. So you don't have to resonate with each and every message. Take it for how it resonates with you. All right. This one went flying out. I'm financially unstable and don't want you to know. So somebody's going through some financial hardships here. And they're not wanting you to know this, Virgo. You know, maybe they're a little bit embarrassed that they are a bit of a mess in regard to their financial issues right now. They might be struggling a little bit. Some of you guys might be thinking about a person who's currently unemployed and, you know, they're coming through with this embarrassed type energy. I'm financially unstable and I don't want you to know. Okay, so that's coming through for some of you. Next card. I have an addiction. I need to heal before we come into union. Some of you guys are dealing with somebody who's literally dealing with addictions. And let me move some of these guys aside because I believe, here we are, with that Devil card, the Devil does represent a person that has addictive behavior. So your person, Virgo, could very well be dealing with addictions. It's being acknowledged here, and that's also part of the reason why they are unawakened right now, and part of the reason also why we have a barrier that's contributing to why they are unable to come towards you at this time, because they've got their own demons that they're dealing with right now in their own life. Look at this next message. Your person, Virgo, for some of you, this person was dealing with a karmic partner. This card reads, I caught my karmic trying to be like you. That's such an interesting message. So the person that they moved on to ended up trying to be very similar to you, Virgo, and all that did was remind your person that ultimately they want you. You can't be cloned. There's only one you. And that's probably what this person needed by way of clarification, to realize. It's like, what the hell am I doing? Why am I with somebody else when in fact I want to be with you, Virgo? And that's where destiny comes into play. That's what's ultimately going to wake your person up, that type of clarification. So if it hasn't happened already, I feel part of that card is addressing that's a potential to open up lines of communication between the two of you, because they have finally realized they belong with you. And sometimes two people need to go into separation for that realization to happen. Excuse me. Next message. Look at this. It feels like I've loved you for 1,000 years. They've loved you for a very long time, Virgo, and I feel you have loved this person for a very long time, and it does feel like an eternity. Feels like 1,000 years. And since it's coming through as a destined partnership, you guys are going to love each other for 1,000 more. Here we are again with karmic partners. That's the next message. I'm with a karmic partner out of convenience. Who wants to stay with somebody out of convenience? Somebody that can't be with the person that they want to be with, possibly. So yeah, karmic partnerships are being represented here. Deception, masks, lies, dishonesty. That all has to be released and dealt with. That's contributing to the barrier. But I feel here that you can both work on this, you can work this out. The separation is definitely being acknowledged here, but you can have a new chapter in love with your person if you guys can work on the challenges that have overwhelmed your relationship. And I end with this message. Look at this. I'm awakened to this special connection, finally. They were unawakened before, Virgo, but now they're fully awake, and they realize that you are either their soulmate or their twin flame. Some of you guys might even identify with both a soulmate and twin flame bond. Wow. Let's add to this with some Lovers Oracle. Angels and spirit guides for Virgo, please. What else do we need to know at this time? They still love you, Virgo. For some of you, if it's a divine masculine that ended up hurting you through a third party or karmic partnership, I feel they are finally waking up to how special a bond you guys share with each other. And for some of you, you might actually hear back from this person before the end of the year, and they might want to make an offer to you. Something as simple as, can we please talk about this? Can we meet up for a drink? Can we go out and just see each other and figure this whole thing out? So I don't feel that it could be a huge grand gesture at this point, although it could be for some of you. But I feel here it's just baby steps for now. And it's still going to take time for things to unfold the way it is meant to bring you guys back together into each other's lives. This is destined. We know that. So yeah, that's what's coming through here. So let's grab some Lovers Oracle. Let's see what needs to come through here. Let me grab this bottom card as well as this one. Okay. Forgiveness is coming through, Virgo. Stop focusing your energy on past events. for life is too precious to waste. You create your reality by what you think, dream, and imagine. It's true. The ball is in your court, and forgiveness needs to happen here between the two of you so that you guys can look past the challenges, whatever it is that created this barrier between the two of you. That needs to be addressed, of course. And once it is addressed, forgiveness needs to happen so that you guys can heal the situation, heal each other, heal your connection, and move forward as two better people. The next message: look inside yourself. Examine what is causing you to feel this way. So this goes back to your very own energy of that Hermit card, doing some soul searching at this time. Listen to your intuition and follow your gut, Virgo. What is it telling you? Because sometimes the only person that can figure out what's going on with you is you. Okay? And then you've got the healing card coming through here as well. Imagine yourself and your beloved surrounded by light. Feel your relationship being healed this very moment. Beautiful. There is healing that is happening here, Virgo, and I feel once it is fully healed and enough time has passed, life will find a way. I'm telling you, the universe will find a way to bring you guys back in connection with each other in the 3D. I do feel that for you. All right, guys. So let's close this out with some healing messages. Since we've already got that healing message coming through there, let's add to that. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Virgo. Some final thoughts, some healing messages from the angels for the second half of December. Some final healing messages, please, for Virgo. We've got freedom. We've got divine timing. We have forgiveness again. Freedom from what is creating stagnant energy in your life. Sometimes you have to release and let go and free yourself from a situation, which I feel you've already done, Virgo, in order to create movement in a different direction for yourself and in regard to your love relationship, your connection with this person. Something needed to happen here. There needed to be a shift in your connection to this person, because there is a barrier that is standing between the two of you for now. And I feel you needed to let go, to free yourself in order for this person to figure out and wake up to the special connection that the two of you share. Going back to what I said earlier, sometimes you got to let it go. And if it comes back to you, then it's meant to be. It is destined. It is a part of your fate, Virgo. Second reference to divine timing. It's not an accident, guys. Divine timing is at play here. So this might take some time for things to finally come to the surface and to come to fruition between you and your person. But just know in your heart space that it's ultimately going to happen. There's a very good chance here that you guys can come together. The love is still here. And then we've got a second reference to forgiveness coming through here. So you guys have been through some rough times together, but I feel that healing is ongoing here, and forgiveness definitely needs to happen between the two of you. You guys are going to come back together. That's what I'm ultimately feeling here. It's destiny, and it's a divine partnership. Wow. All right, guys, that's where I'm going to leave this. Whatever part of this reading resonated with you, I do hope that it offered you some guidance and clarity. If you're interested in your own personal private reading, all of that information is down below in the description box, Virgo. And I will be back very soon with more readings for you. Thank you so very much for all of the love and support that you've shown me this year. I do plan on posting a whole lot more content and more readings in 2020, so stay tuned for that. Thank you guys so much, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.